This video discusses depression, self-harm themes, and heavy emotional content. He pilots a god machine but can't even face himself. Shinji Ikari didn't want to save the world. He just wanted someone to say, "You're enough." Every battle, every scream inside that EVA was never against the angels. It was against meaninglessness. What if your greatest enemy is the voice that says your pain has no purpose? Psychologist Viktor Frankl survived the Holocaust with one idea: those who have a why can bear almost any how. So what was Shinji's why? Duty? Love? Or the desperate need to feel real? Every time he ran, every time he climbed back in, he was searching for the meaning of pain itself.
And the moment he finally found it was the moment the world began to end. When the battle ends, silence becomes louder than screams. For Shinji, silence was the real enemy, because in silence, he could hear himself. He stepped into the EVA because someone told him to. You must. Not choice, not hope, just orders. That must became his chain. Frankl, lose your why and you hollow out. Shinji fought not to save the world, but to not vanish. I didn't want to pilot it, but if I don't, who am I? That's the paradox. He hated the EVA, but he hated being meaningless more. Meaning isn't given, it's created through suffering. Frankl learned that where hope was prohibited. Shinji learned it inside a cockpit of orders. So he made pain his proof of existence. Each hit, each scream, each obedience said, "I'm still here." But the more he obeyed, the more his purpose slipped away. The world saw a savior. Bitter chuckle. He saw a puppet. Father, did you ever need me, or just the pilot? The EVA didn't answer. It waited, breathing, silent, alive.
For the first time, Shinji realized something terrifying. Maybe the machine understood him more than anyone ever had. That recognition cracked something inside him. Not fear, recognition. The EVA wasn't just a weapon, it was his reflection. And one day that reflection would open its eyes and answer back. That day came faster than he expected. The EVA moved before he did. For a moment, Shinji felt it. It wanted to live. He wasn't controlling it. It was protecting him, or maybe consuming him. Frankl said, "Man is not destroyed by suffering, but by suffering without meaning." So what happens when your suffering gains a mind of its own? I didn't want this. I didn't choose this. He never chose. Not the battles, not the pain, not the reason to keep breathing. And then the worst thought arrives. He's mistaken obedience for purpose, comfort for meaning, survival for living. Frankl argued we find meaning when we suffer for something greater. Shinji? He suffered for everyone else's expectations. Every win brought applause. Every cry brought judgment. Victory lost its meaning. Only the noise remained. I saved the world, and still, no one saves me. What if the only way to feel free is to stop fighting? The EVA twitched, eyes glowing, power humming. For one heartbeat, Shinji couldn't tell whose pulse he felt, his or the machine's. Then he smiled. Small, broken. If suffering gives life meaning, then maybe I'll destroy everything just to feel alive. If you're still here, you're searching too. That's what MindVerse is for. Stories that remind you why you started. That is the turning point. When pain becomes identity, when control feels like chaos. Shinji wasn't falling apart. He was becoming aware, and awareness can be the first step to madness. The city burned. He didn't flinch. No tears, no trembling hands, just the silence that asks, was it worth it? Meaning does not arrive as a reward. It's built from the rubble of what you face. I was afraid to feel, he said. Afraid to exist. But maybe feeling pain means I'm still here. Frankl survived hell by choosing a why, not waiting for life to hand him one. In that cockpit, surrounded by metal and blood, Shinji finds his why: to suffer consciously, to live honestly, even if the world rejects him. And here's the twist. The moment he stopped begging for meaning, it appeared. Every scream became proof of life. Every scar a sentence in his story. He was never broken. He was being written. Frankl called it tragic optimism, finding purpose even in pain. That is Shinji's quiet victory. He didn't conquer fear. He made peace with it. I'm done running, even if I'm still afraid. He didn't need to be a hero. Just human. The EVA wasn't a monster. It was his reflection, amplifying the chaos he refused to face. It never tried to destroy him. It tried to wake him up. Maybe that's the meaning of suffering. It screams until you finally listen. So next time life feels unbearable, remember, you don't need the world's approval to exist. You need a reason you won't let them take from you. If Shinji Ikari can find meaning inside madness, so can you. Comment one word, meaning, and subscribe for the next story that finds light inside the dark.